fucking Ocho? Where do you even find this game?
See, I'm very high on Navy. Navy beat the shit out of UAB last week.
You didn't go to college. I am fucking killing this year in college, right? You're pissing me off, Jake.
Oh my God! The clown's talking to me. You're talking to greatness, kid. You're talking to greatness.
I fucking hate betting on college football, so when I try to use logic, I just fucking lose. So give me
10
that
to
Sunday night
fucking
Dolphins
9?
game might have been more
Are you
entertaining.
kidding me? I'd rather fucking re-enlist than fucking watch that game over again.
I think Bo Nix had 50-something passing yards for the whole game, if I'm not mistaken.
Cheers. That's all I gotta say there. What is up, everybody? It's your boys, as always, for an NFL recap. What's up? I'm Jacob Krogan. You can find me at BSing Sports Bets. And as always, you can find Jared the Bear himself, Jared Bolden.
Right here. Not going
Right
anywhere.
here, yeah, I was about to say, no Twitter handle needed there. Hey, Pete, always a perfect timing when you're in here, buddy. Appreciate you, dude. Dennis, bad take. Had that pre-typed excitement.
Just why am I not surprised?
Bad take. Oh man, I haven't even looked at our bets from Friday, dude.
Last I looked, I was 1-0 in college.
Yeah, you were. But we got all week of games, so we don't know who's going to wear the hat till later.
That is true. There's a game on tonight.
There is. There's a game on, I'm pretty sure, every night this week. But if you're here, ladies and gentlemen, you just want to talk and bullshit about the NFL experience that we just had this last weekend. And Bolton, I don't know about you, but I fucking hated this last week.
I don't know what you're talking about. I did really well this week.
Dude, it was so annoying.
There's only a couple of things that maybe surprised me. No, actually, it all kind of went. I wish the Seahawks would have shown up, but for the most part, I think that's the one game that I was like, damn, I really got on that one.
Yeah, I mean, dude, there was just so. I mean, we're gonna get into it, so I mean, we could just jump in with the thriller that was the Rams at 49ers. Let me get the banners pulled up here because I bet banners.
Oh, I feel so bad for anybody that bet on this game.
Oh, dude, I feel so bad. Nobody fucking told anybody that there was going to be a downpour.
Yeah,
I would have changed every bet I had to the under because
probably the first time it's rained in California in years.
Yeah, dude, it's the first time they haven't had a forest fire, I think, in like a week.
Yeah.
But, dude, Brock Purdy cannot play in the elements, which is funny because he's from Iowa. But
I think he's just getting soft. It's just a product of your environment. San Fran's just beautiful all the time around.
I think he's getting softer. Does he not have that deep threat in Brandon Ayuk that makes the defense play honest?
To be fair, let's be fair here. Brock Purdy never had a deep threat because Brock Purdy can't throw over 45 yards.
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. Brock Purdy be slinging that motherfucker.
No. Go to Madden and tell me what Brock Purdy's fucking arm power is. It's a fucking noodle arm. That dude cannot throw a ball to save his life.
Dennis said last week made him some money. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. Glad you're not betting against your own algorithm.
Yeah, he actually started listening to his shit and making money. Who would have thought?
Whether men or women suck? What?
He's talking about the weather for the game. Yeah, I didn't hear shit about it. That should be like, hey, ESPN, like on fucking Sports Center the day of the game, like, hey, it's going to rain here. Don't bet.
Well, like the Sleeper app tells you like if there's going to be a storm or something, so you can kind of like, they generally get a forecast for you, which is nice. Yeah. There was nothing for this. I don't know. Nobody I talked to knew that this was happening, and I was just like,
all of California didn't know that their rain even existed.
Not flash floods, not just just kidding.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you get torrential downpour in a place that never gets rain.
No, dude, it was so stupid. But this game was absolutely terrible to watch if you did watch it. 12-6, the Rams end up winning this game. They are 8-6 right now, and the 49ers are 6-8, and they're going to probably miss the playoffs. But Matt Stafford threw the ball 27 times for 160 yards. Kyron Williams was probably him and Puka were the only good fantasy or relevant players. I feel like here, Kyron Williams ran the ball 29 times for 108 yards. Puka 7 catches for 97 yards. And so, Bolton, I just got 2 questions here.
Yeah. Huh.
Ice cold, dude. As cold as the beers. As cold as the Rockies. See, now I saw you mute that one, Bolton. I saw you mute that one.
I do it most of the
Tell me
time.
you've been using your mutes.
I do it most of the time.
Secret underdogs. I don't think it's a secret, dude. If
The Rams are about to play the Cardinals, not this week, but the following week, and that's going to determine what team's going to have a shot at the playoffs and which one isn't.
Yeah, the fun thing here is if the Rams had any resemblance of a defense, they would be a good team.
Yeah.
They would be competing right now for an NFC championship.
Who's Aaron Donald? He literally shortens your defensive, plays by a second per play, which is an absolutely long time. You lose that, and all of a sudden, oh, fuck, we got to cover for longer than 1.5 seconds? Oh, shit.
I mean, they do have a great rookie in I forgot his name, from Florida State. They drafted him this year, defensive end. He's been a boss.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name to save my life right now. Pick a star out of the sky.
Oh, no, that's Oregon State. Whatever.
Man,
we'll come back to it.
Gingy, I don't know why you're coming at me sideways right now. But
Hell yeah.
Bolton, also my second question here is Puka better than Cooper Kupp?
I think he's just the latest and greatest thing because he's younger. Oh, you're talking about Jermaine first? Oh.
Yeah, first.
Or Jared.
I don't think that's how you spell it, but yes.
I just think Cooper Kupp's getting older. I think Puka's just going to take over that role. I wouldn't say that Puka's better than what Cooper was in his prime.
Fair enough. As always, we appreciate everybody watching. So please like, share, subscribe. Switch to YouTube if you can to help us out with the algorithm. Last week we absolutely crushed this show. We crushed pretty much everything.
Yeah, it was
Friday show, we broke records. It was a good time. So we just want to continue to build on that and grow. And it helps us if you all switch over to YouTube and leave stupid comments like this. Because we're sitting at 500%. What?
I don't even know what that means.
What does that mean? Les Snead been nailing the draft.
Well, he only has the late round, so he has to hit the late rounds, to be fair.
They told every first and second round that they had. But next game on the docket, we had the Commanders versus the Saints. And, dude, I think everybody in the cousin thought the Commanders were going to walk away from this, run away with this.
Yeah.
But they only won 20-19, and they can thank God that Jake Hayner was in there in the first half.
Yeah.
And most of the third, because they were a 2-point conversion away from looking real fucking stupid. But Jaden Daniels threw the ball 31 times for 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. He also was the leading rusher with 11 carries for 66 yards. And he threw to Scary Terry himself, Terry McLaurin, 7 receptions, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. And, I mean,
we keep saying it every week, but I'm going to keep saying it, that this is just a, patented Cliff Kingsbury season. He's going to limp into the playoffs by beating a couple of shitty teams. He'll get that wild card spot, and then they're going to get absolutely embarrassed the wild card round. They have no weapons. They're doing the same thing that they did with the Cardinals, where you've got one player, and if you can shut down Scary Terry, I mean, they're kind of inept. And, Scary Terry did have 7 receptions, but let's not act like he had 200 yards. He had 73 on the day.
Yeah, and I mean, to be fair, Ertz is hurt. And when you're throwing to guys like Zacchaeus and De'Ami Brown,
Yeah, you can only do so much.
But Alvin Kamara got hurt. Kendra Miller came in looking good after his head coach got fired. And I'd say Spencer Rattler did good. He threw the ball 21 times, completed 10 passes for 135 yards and a touchdown. But, I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about.
Did you also just see the Commanders signed Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Not the Commanders. The Saints did.
Saints, my bad. Saints signed Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which I assume means Alvin Kamara's injury is probably
Yeah.
not good.
I think they're going to be like, if he gets injured, they're going to be on the hook for a lot of money. So it'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Best recruiter ever. Yes, if you want to join the United States Air Force, please hit up the Troop 6 gate. He's located in Connecticut on whatever street in whatever town that is. And yeah, go help boost his numbers. You're at 500%. I think you need to recruit one person a year to get there. So
I think you only get 500% if you only recruit security forces. Tell them all of the medical jobs are taken and just force them into security forces. I'm sure the Air Force loves that.
Or tell them that they could go see the world on a B-52. That always gets them.
Tell them bombers are where it's at, dude. Air power. Tell them.
Oh, don't tell him that because then he'll get fired. Actually,
I'm curious. I'm kind of curious if he tells them like, hey, have you looked at where these airframes are stationed? Like, because my recruiter didn't tell me fucking shit.
Nah, there's no way Gingy out there being honest.
Like,
Pete says he's in. Hell yeah, Pete. But yeah, no, this game was fun. The Commanders are not a good team. They keep squeaking. They have a Hail Mary against the Bears. Like, they squeaked out this game. I think the Commanders are overrated.
Like I said, they're going to squeak into that 7 spot just because who else is there? I got a guy who's going to see the world as a nuclear missile maintenance. I hope he loves Montana or North Dakota.
You know what, Dennis?
We can send you the fucking link if you want to get your ass in here.
Yeah, dude, you're more than welcome to come debate this shit with me, dog. Because
he doesn't know balls like we know balls.
I don't think you know balls, dude.
He doesn't know balls.
He doesn't know balls. Doesn't know a thing about balls. But up next, we have the Chiefs and the Browns. And this game, I was so high on. If you watch the Friday night game or the Friday podcast where we do our bets, I had the Browns money line here. And Jameis Winston did everything in his fucking power to make sure I lost that bet.
He was like, if it wasn't for the 3 interceptions, they probably would have gotten that game to at least 3 points.
Yep. The Chiefs ended up winning this game 21-7. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 38 times, only completed 19 passes for 159 yards. Absolute shit show. 2 touchdowns. Jerome Ford, 7 carries, 84 yards, 1 touchdown. One of those carries went for 65 yards, so he didn't really do much. The lone bright spot here is Jerry Jeudy, 11 receptions, 108 yards.
We said it. On Friday's show. He's going to cook.
The man's going nuts right now, and he's just telling Steve Smith that he's not a Jag. He's him. And that's all I can keep thinking about. And it hurts me that Denver let him go, but it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll be fine. Oh, there you go. Get the puppers on.
The puppy wants to say hi. He wants to show us his bone. Hey, look what I got, Dad.
Nice puppers. Always welcome.
So now the question is, though, do you start Jerry Jeudy going forward with DTR playing?
1 second. We're going to pause here. We're going to catch up here with the dumbest take I've ever seen. We're going to definitely clip this real quick. That Dennis the Menace, Algo Boy, thinks the Commanders still have Super Bowl potential.
No.
Hey, did you send him the link?
I did. Tell him to check his Discord.
He said, turn on the PC. Good, Dennis. We're going to fuck you up in this. It's going to be a good time. The experiment is over, but how will
I don't trust Jerry Jeudy with DTR in there, though, like at all.
I don't hate it because one thing DTR is going to do is sling that rock, just like Jameis Winston. The only downside is he's going to run more, so.
Yeah, fuck. I would give it a week.
Says he's drunk. I hope he's not drunk. You just said he got back from work.
I was just playing League of Legends with him TFT a second ago. He's not drunk.
Okay.
He was like, I have to play muted because my boss is here, but he was still playing on his laptop at work.
Dennis equals no ball.
No balls. He's
We're
got
gonna
no balls.
get that put on a shirt.
Dennis, 0 balls.
0 balls.
All right.
But
So
okay.
my question is, I got 2 questions for you now.
Ooh,
Do
I
you
like
start Jerry Jeudy this coming week?
Actually, fun fact: 2 Hawkins here. I tried to trade him Jaden Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, and T.J. Hawkinson for what was it, Jamar Chase and
You're high.
yeah, I know.
You're high. All right. Second question.
Thank you, Luka.
You're high. Second question.
I don't want to. I don't feel comfortable starting Jerry. That's what I'm gonna say there, though. I not one bit of me.
Do you? First of all, why is it always Mahomes' fucking ankle that gets hurt? And do you think he plays through Christmas? I know he's probably going to miss the Saturday game. He should.
I don't think he is.
No,
You know
I'm
what I mean?
saying,
He's a full participant in practice today.
there's no way he was full.
He was a full participant. Go look it up.
There's no fucking way. I am not fucking. There is no way that he should be playing if his ankle's hurt and they are fucking killing
When
it.
he acted like that, when he acted like he tore his Achilles.
Wow, he was a full participant.
Oh God, we got him in here. We got him in here, boys. Ah, this motherfucker.
Oh,
Did you say the fucking Commanders?
listen.
Super Bowl contenders?
Okay.
We're gonna take this banner off. I want to see your fucking face when you tell me this shit.
Well, okay. So, yes. Okay. Contenders is strong, but to say,
Strong.
dude, come on. To say that the ceiling of the Commanders isn't a deep playoff run is crazy.
Okay, are the Broncos Super Bowl contenders?
Yes.
Ah, fuck.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. Now we're just
Like,
fucking
okay,
glazing each
Now
other
I
here.
really hate it.
Yeah,
Now I really hate it because he said it.
yeah.
Well, because listen, okay, are they Super Bowl favorites? No.
That's like saying everybody in the playoffs are contenders.
Well, I mean, technically
No.
they are.
Well, yeah, on a technicality point, but
That's what your logic is here, though.
the Commanders have a higher potential than a lot of the other teams that are going into the playoffs. And you can't.
Who are the Commanders better than going into the playoffs?
Right now.
Why are we saying words that I didn't?
You just said that
You
they have a
said
better
they were
potential.
Super
No,
Bowl-
I said a higher potential. A higher potential.
All right, who do they have higher potential over?
Yeah.
All right. Give me a second.
Hey, Dennis, will you read this real quick?
No.
Please.
Saying I don't. No.
Suspect.
Like,
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear this.
I can think of 3 NFC North teams that are all better. I can think of the Eagles that are better. I can think of whoever comes out of the West.
I can tell you that I bet they're mainly their offense. Yeah, their defense has struggles, but their offense, I say, what? Go on, say your thoughts. If we're gonna make faces,
No, I'm allowed to make faces. I'm not interrupting you.
okay. The Steelers. Or we say the Steelers have like this. Great
They're not
offense.
in their fucking bracket. We're talking NFC
We
teams.
are letting him say his piece. Just
All
make
right.
Said
faces.
it said in the playoffs. Okay, my bad. Okay. Did we see the fucking Vikings first game? Like everyone can fall. Like the Vikings first game against the Bears, their offense wasn't the strongest. Okay, and there's fucking like the Rams. I guess they're not clinched yet, but the Rams or the Seahawks or the Cardinals or a whole NFC West. I take the Commanders going deeper than.
It's probably who they end up running into, realistically.
I don't hate it, but those are probably the only chances they got is against whoever wins the NFC West.
Okay,
well, but they won't, because if they're going to go in as a 7 seed, they're going to play the 2 seed, which is going to be
the Eagles or Lions.
No, Lions will be number. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I just got off of work. I can be like I can make that change real quick. But like, okay,
There's
like I'm not
definitely
saying that I have a future pick of the Commanders winning the Super Bowl. Okay. Like I'm not saying I'm putting money on them against the Lions. But what I'm saying is that any given Sunday, bro,
Dennis got Google up.
I've got my
Tell
fucking
me.
stat pages up.
I will back your take here and say that as them being the 7 seed, they are ranked 6th in the NFC bracket of the 7 teams. Right?
What?
There are 7 teams in the NFC that make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they're going to end up being is the 7 seed. You're saying that they are playing better than the 7 seed and they should technically be ranked like 6th best out of all 7 of those playoff teams.
Sure. Like I'll give you that. Yeah. Well, not give you that, but like I'll agree there.
That's kind of what you're going with.
Well, yeah. Well, that's not exactly like I'm not talking like consistently as a team. I'm saying that if they pull a fucking like they could, I say they have the potential to pull a fucking New York Giants wild card run. If they just
So
fucking
you're
lock,
just
if
big
they get
underdog fans. Okay.
if they get off that plane and lock in, there's like they have the skill and like the athleticism to make a Super Bowl run. But it's all about them having that consistency through the whole game.
Who's the number 2 wide receiver for the Commanders?
I need a beer. Dennis is going to make me drink. I'll be right back, boys.
All right. Without looking, can you name him?
Bro, I can't name the number 1 receiver.
All right. Can you name anybody on their defensive line that would resemble anybody on the front 4 that the Giants had when they went to the Super Bowl?
Okay, yeah, you're calling out my ball knowledge right now, so we want him in college. Okay, I gotta study and shit. I can't keep track of all these rosters.
All I'm saying is like when the Giants squeaked into the playoffs at 9-7 or 8-7, whatever it was, 9-7. They had an amazing front 4, right?
No, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying.
They had Michael Strahan. They had
The 07
Justin
Giants
Tuck.
were the best team to ever play football.
They had JPP. They had Asimunera, or however you pronounce his name.
Yeah,
And
okay,
JPP still had all 5 fingers at the time.
I missed this. Oh, fuck, dude. Fuck that firecracker. That's probably why I got traded.
So, I mean, I could name all 4 of the front, linemen of that roster, and I can't really give you one good confident answer. They got rid of all of their superstars a year or 2 ago.
And look what they're doing still, though. Like, it's not like they're playing bad. Like, they have great moments, and they have bad moments.
They almost lost to a 2 or 3 win Saints team.
Don't worry, boys. I'm back.
We were worried deathly sick about you.
I bet. You made me put on my Bo Nix shirt, so I felt safe. My Bo Nix jersey needed to come out. I feel safe, Dennis, because you're saying some crazy things, and I'm scared.
Oh, we got. I'll go there in a second. But listen, like to say the Commanders didn't play.
Okay, the Commanders. We're still on the Commanders. I love it. Let's go.
That's why I'm
Let's
here.
go.
So I have to defend my point. I kind of got JR to sort of agree with me that they're better than they're given credit for. Like,
they're the
do you
6th
not see
best
where I'm
team
coming
at the
from at
7th
all?
seed.
No, you said they are Super Bowl contenders. You said they have bowl aspirations.
Yes, like if they play at like their highest level they played this season, because like honestly, the Commanders have been a lot of up and down, like a lot of high and a lot of low, to where they come out as a mid-pack team. Like
all I'm gonna say is this is just a Cliff Kingsbury recipe. This is exactly what they do.
Okay, I don't hate it. I see what you're saying. Any given Sunday, cool. They're gonna have to do 3 of those Sundays in a row because they are going to have to beat either the Lions or the Eagles.
They only lost to the Eagles by 1 drive. It was a 1-score game.
Hey, I want to ask Jake the same question I asked you earlier.
Before that drive, they
Hey,
scored
Jake.
a late touchdown. They were getting
Jake.
their ass beat.
Jake, you missed this, but I want to ask you a question. So, when the Giants won the Super Bowl, when they had 9-6 and they squeaked into that 6th seed, right after winning the division, who were the 4 D linemen on that Giants roster that actually probably carried them that far?
Strahan, the dude that St. Paul or St. Pierre, whatever.
Yeah, JPP.
Yeah, finger boy. And I couldn't tell you anything after that.
Justin Tuck and
Oh yeah, Justin Tuck.
Aussie Umanera.
Yeah, I wouldn't have given that one. I remember.
But
Tuck.
anyways, the fact that you could name at least 2 of them. Now name 1 D lineman on the Commanders right now,
Jonathan Allen.
and now name 2.
Chase is gone. Sweat's gone.
Yeah, exactly. See my point. That was my point that I told him earlier.
Yeah, it's interesting. So the Bears were close to winning a lot of games. They are bowl contenders. Asking for a friend there, Dennis. I think he's asking for you.
Well, the thing is, the Bears' highs are almost good enough, but still aren't like what.
The Bears' lows are pretty low too.
Look at some of the people the Bears have lost to at the same time.
Don't you fucking say the Cardinals.
No, Cardinals are decent, but like
Cardinals are not decent.
I don't know. I really don't fucking understand the
fuck you.
Bears this season. They go from losing to the Patriots, like having a close game with the Packers and the Lions and the Vikings, and then
All right,
getting
Dennis, you can redeem yourself with this one question. Who would win in a head-to-head matchup this coming week, Broncos or Cardinals?
God.
It's a
I
lose
go
lose.
Broncos. I gotta go Broncos there.
Attaboy.
All
Good
right, well,
answer.
you did not redeem yourself. All right,
You
you're
know
gone.
who's
I can pull up the algo right now and ask it.
Oh, pull up the algorithm and ask it. I'm
Oh,
actually
that's true.
curious.
Oh, that would be interesting. We'll see what the algorithm says. But when we do that, we're going to jump into this. And by the way, Pete, to answer your question real quick, no, they're not bowl contenders. But I will tell you this: they are a quarterback away from being a playoff team.
That's so fucked. That's so fucked. They are a good coaching staff away from being a playoff team. They are a Mike Vrabel away from being a playoff team.
I could see that. Up next, we got the Bengals and the Titans here. The Bengals end up winning this game 37-27, and it was just a turnover-a-thon. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase did their things. Joe Burrow threw the ball 37 times for 271 yards, 3 touchdowns. Chase Brown over here running the ball 25 times for 97 yards and 1 touchdown. And then Jamar Chase, 9 receptions, 94 yards. 2 big takeaways from this. One, Will Levis got benched.
Still benched.
Mason Rudolph came in, looked no better.
No, he did look better.
He did
He
not.
was 21 of 26 for 209, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. To Will Levis's 89 yards and 3 picks.
Look, man, Will Levis just got confused what team to throw the ball to, okay?
I get it. All right. Sometimes orange and blue mix together. All right.
They mix so well together, some might say. But Will Levis will not be starting anymore, and he is done in Tennessee as far as I'm concerned. I'm pretty sure they're just going to probably cut him.
Yeah.
Draft a quarterback and just run with it. But
best thing you can hope for if you've got Will Levis shares is that he goes and learns behind Josh Allen, and then after the Bills have him for 2 or 3 years, they trade him away.
Yeah, basically pull the
Mitch Trubisky card.
Well, Mitch Trubisky's still trash, but Sam Darnold looks good right now.
That is true.
And Geno Smith doesn't look terrible.
That is true.
So, I mean, it's possible. He has the arm talent. It's definitely there. But I love that Dennis is going hard in the chat. Or hard on the algo.
Relax.
Hard, dude. It's going to be beautiful. But that game was fun just because of all the turnovers, but it wasn't anything special. Up next, we got the Dolphins and the Texans. And this game...
You know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say.
Well, I know what both of you dumbasses are about to say. Tua threw the ball 40 times, completed 29 passes. That's almost 75% for 196 yards, which is absolutely terrible. Average target depth is dog shit for 1 touchdown. David A-Chain, 12 carries, 41 yards. And
you missed out on a key component there for Tua's stat line.
What?
The 3 picks he threw?
Oh, yeah. Well, that doesn't matter. And then Washington. Malik Washington?
Yeah.
5 receptions, 52 yards. Texans won this game 20-12. It was a terrible game. Didn't go over like I thought it was going to. And fine, Sal, what's up, buddy? Dennis over here told us a beautiful fact today that he thinks that the Commanders are a Super Bowl contending team. So put your thoughts in the chat for me on that one there, bud.
I need a fucking beer.
And also, we need to get Hot Take on here because I want to see him debate right now. And I think
Or
he's a
Z
Giants
Money.
fan,
I
too.
feel like Z Money would have something to say about this.
Mhm. Where's our
I'm just
regulars?
tired of fucking with my hair, dude. It just keeps falling down. I don't have any product in it, so you guys are just gonna get fucking whatever.
Yeah, it's
So I put
fine,
a hat
buddy.
on.
You look cute regardless, but okay. Let me hear it. Let me hear your takes on this game, boys.
Dolphins are fucking mid.
Oh, God.
Dolphins are
Dude.
fucking mid. We told you this Friday. You defended
been-
them so much. Look what happened.
I actually,
What's going on, Rufus? Falcons
What's
are going
up,
all
Rufus?
the way now. The left-handed quarterback himself, Michael Penis Jr., is going to be playing all the way.
This guy. Rufus, I don't hate that take. The Falcons have the talent on offense. And we've seen how good they can look when Kirk Cousins was able to push the ball downfield, get to his reads, throw the ball. And so
Darnell Mooney.
Penix can throw that ball. Like he can hum that thing. So if he can be accurate with it, I love that. Jude over here talking shit about the algorithm. He
It
says
actually
doesn't
does.
account for grit.
it does
Yeah.
actually.
We're gonna fix that, okay? We're gonna fix that in the off season. I'm gonna figure out how to calculate grit.
Diago actually
put it-
predicted the Dolphins Texans spread exactly. So let's get that.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh, the spread exactly.
the spread.
Okay.
There's a couple scores that predicted exactly last week.
I'll go find him. Time to get to work. As always, Pete over here hyping up the pod. And the new record, ladies and gentlemen, is 217.
Fuck, that was a lot.
Yeah, that was a lot of people. We love every single one of y'all that help us. So please switch over, give us a comment, or you don't even got to switch over, honestly. Just some comments. Let's get some people watching this. We're talking about also any fantasy football questions you have, any betting questions you have, any algorithm questions you got. My boy Dennis has got you. But yes, has McDaniel's play calling gone stale? I personally absolutely think so, but I also think he's playing scared. Tyreek Hill has not caught a 30-yard pass since week 1.
Tua can't see.
They're not pushing the ball down the field. I love you, Pete. You're the best.
I just also think if you can't get a running game, like they're just going to play nickel every down, and that seems to be what teams are doing. They know that you have speed all around the field, so they're like, well, yeah, but you can't run between the tackles, so we're just, instead of having a third linebacker, we're just going to throw a safety or a corner out there.
I mean, that's fair, and I don't hate it. They're matching speed with speed. That's kind of what they're doing. And
until they can run the ball, and I said this last Friday, until Devon Achane can average more than 3 yards a carry, they're screwed.
Right? Absolutely screwed. But I mean, they can't beat a winning record team. That's a fact. It's there. They can't do it. But on to the next game, because that game broke my heart because I took Dolphins money line.
Why would you do that, man? You're
For the same reason that I took the Giants to cover fucking 16.5 points on this shit game.
We're going to get into the Ravens and Giants here, ladies and
Yeah, you
gentlemen.
didn't
You can
deserve
tell
that.
by Bolton's thought process here. The Ravens absolutely dominated this game, 35-14. Lamar Jackson threw the ball 25 times, completing 21 passes for 290 yards and 5 touchdowns. Yes, that is 5 that he threw on the New York Giants. The 2-12 Giants, the 0-8 at home Giants, ladies and gentlemen. And then Derrick Henry only rushed 14 times for 67 yards. And then Malik Neighbors, God, just get him a team. 10 receptions, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. Like, what are we doing here?
Shador will be there next year, and they'll be a 7-win team.
I have a very hot take. Who do the Giants play next week?
Lions.
we've got the
Falcons.
yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Penix.
Okay.
We're playing Penix too.
Rufus, don't hate me. Rufus, don't hate me. if y'all can get pressure on Penix, I think the Giants can win that game and fuck themselves out of the first pick.
Well, I think they're both of these teams are like, trying to see what the hell they have. So
Listen, I bet against the Giants last week. I'll do it again this week. Okay. Algo actually predicted a 36-14 score, which is 1 point off from the Ravens exactly, and the exact Giants score.
the
So
Giants are going to put that up, or the Falcons?
no. Predicted that the Ravens. That's what it predicted. Past last week.
Oh.
It was almost exact on both scores.
Fair enough. But yeah, this game was everything that it should be. The Ravens beat the shit out of a bad team, just like they should, because the Ravens are a Super Bowl contending team.
A Super Bowl favorite.
I don't know that the Ravens are able to get by a healthy Chiefs or Bills team.
Bro,
I think
what?
they're gonna be
The Chiefs aren't good.
Yeah, but
They're
come
good.
playoff
Sorry, they're not
time,
good,
when
but-
it comes to playoffs, Patrick Mahomes is Patrick Mahomes.
I bet you Mahomes
And
gets
what do we know
re-injured,
about
but-
Patrick Mahomes, Jake? Let him know.
God loves him.
He's getting
So-
re-injured this week. He's gonna play.
Re-injured?
I
He's
hope
gonna
he doesn't
he's gonna have
play.
he's gonna have a season injuring. He's gonna play. He's gonna play.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put money. Like I've read about it. I actually read about it a bunch today. Like he's like gonna play.
Thanks, man. Do what I can. Appreciate you still loving me after that. But I do want to see Penix do awesome. It would be a good time because that means literally every quarterback that has played has performed well outside of Caleb Williams, but also he hasn't performed terrible. He's still a rookie. We could have that conversation later.
Give me the over on 2 drops this game just because he's left-handed.
What, as a team?
Yeah,
I don't feel like that's a bettable stat, or
should be.
I mean, because
I bet they're.
How do you determine that it's because he was left-handed?
It's a different spin on the ball. It goes the opposite way. It fucks a
Yeah,
lot of
but-
people up.
How do you
real.
determine that the ball was dropped because it was left-handed?
Oh
Not
no, I'm
because-
just talking drops in general.
Oh.
But I do think that people are going to kind of have a hard time reading the ball because it is going the opposite way.
Jude with a mind bender here, ladies and gentlemen. Thoughts on the widespread adaptation of the algorithm throughout the betting scene? I've heard old heads saying that it takes the emotion and critical thinking out of the craft. I think old heads are me and Bolton at this point. What do you say to these critics? Well, being as I am one of these critics, and what me and Bolton have to say about it, I love the analytical view of the algorithm. I absolutely do. But you take that with knowing balls, and then you got something beautiful.
I'm
And
like,
only bet the games that the algorithm and your heart say are good. Then you can't go wrong.
Have you seen that movie that came out in 2012 called Trouble with the Curve?
no.
So
I don't
it's
think
this
I was
movie.
allowed to watch those.
It's Clint Eastwood, who is an old head like scout for baseball, and everybody's
Yeah.
super high on this fucking dude that's just hitting dingers in high school, and he's like, "No, I don't like the way that sounds like coming off the bat." He's like, He's not gonna do well."
I've seen clips of this.
Yeah, and they go out there and just start throwing him curveballs, and he strikes out every single time. And they were like, "See, fucking told you." You know why? It's because Clint Eastwood knew ball. All right, he wasn't looking at numbers. All right, he wasn't looking at the stat sheet.
Ooh. I like this take, but also at the same time,
I have a
I
hard
just
time
think-
thinking Pitts is ever going to amount to anything. He's a bust.
I just traded away Pitts. I traded him and McCormick away before the game for David Montgomery and Jake Ferguson.
All right,
I
well,
was like, dub. And yes, in 5 of my fantasy football teams that Ryan, one of the 3 owners of BSing Sports Network, runs.
he's
he's the guy in the blue.
Guy. He's this
That guy. If you regularly watch, you know who Ryan is. But we have trading all the way through playoffs. It's nonstop trading. There is no trade deadline, and it is absolutely beautiful for those reasons alone. But okay, so you gave yours, critic. I gave mine, Dennis. You're not a critic. You're an algorithm boy.
For what? Where are we at now?
Everybody's talking about your stats.
It takes the emotion and critical thinking out of it.
Oh, listen, I'm there. There is emotion and critical thinking coded. So,
Is there?
yeah, it's not all. It's not all like hard like offense defensive statistics, or else anyone could do it.
I want you to figure out the algorithm for grit or balls knowledge. Either or works for me.
Just good old ball knowledge.
Good old ball knowledge, okay?
All right, what do we got next on the docket?
Up next, we got the Jets and the Jags. And actually, this was a fun fucking game to watch. I don't know if anybody watched it. I enjoyed it.
Isn't this like just the running story of the Jags this year, though? Like, just keep it close and fuck it up at the end?
Yes, but they actually did not cover this one. They are the cover kings this year, but they did not cover this one. And the Jets won this game 32-25. And just like playoff hopefuls, Mac Jones threw for 294 yards, 2 touchdowns. Is Mac Jones having a resurgence?
No.
I don't know if it's a Mac Jones resurgence or maybe a Trevor Lawrence
Is mid? Or less than mid? Doesn't deserve 50 million? Travis Etienne, 14 carries, 65 yards, nothing to shake home. And then Devontae Adams, 9 receptions, 198 yards, 2 touchdowns. In the chat, if you were a victim of playing against Devontae Adams in your fantasy football leagues, you can reach out. You can put it in the chat. I'm here for you. I also was a victim of the Devontae Adams curse here, who did nothing in the first half.
I'm pretty sure I was a victim. I was only in the playoffs in one league, and I'm pretty sure I was a victim of Brian Thomas Jr. Other than like a quick 10 receptions, 105 yards, and 2 touchdowns to really just solidify me getting screwed.
He did have a game.
I wish.
Coded emotion and thinking equals Giants plus 5 weight.
Well,
You guys get away from the computer. Go. Damn dogs!
But
I just sit at my feet where the damn computer.
Aaron
is.
Rodgers showed that he can still play. He's got some juice left.
The fuck he did. He threw for 52%.
Okay. Bolton said the fuck he did. Dennis?
He threw one good pass on the sideline to Devontae Adams.
I didn't watch much of that game.
I don't even think that was a good pass. I think that was a miraculous touch or
Catch.
touch.
Yes.
Yeah, complete touch by Adams there. So
I still say Aaron Rodgers should have. He's just degrading his legacy. If he would have quit after the Packers, he would have been thought of like, oh, really good. Now he's really watering it down a little bit.
he would have been a Hall of Famer, I
He
think.
still is a Hall of Famer.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the public image.
He's
Yeah,
a
he
first
kinda
ballot Hall of
lied.
Famer. Let's not get it twisted.
No, he has 1 Super Bowl.
First ballot Hall of Famer.
Nah.
No, he definitely is.
I put the fucking house that he's the first.
Playing
ballot
for
Hall
a
of Famer.
longer time and just starting to play worse doesn't take away your Hall of Fame status.
What? I mean, okay.
Dan Marino was a first ballot Hall of Famer, and he only didn't win a Super Bowl at all.
Is that true? I don't think that's true. Is that true?
Yes.
Did I not know that?
Ryan Greasy won the Super Bowl. with
He's
the
never
Dolphins.
won a Super Bowl. He had one opportunity
Yes.
in 1984.
The undefeated Dolphins that everybody loves and talks about was Brian Greasy as the quarterback.
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, wow. So I need to refresh my 1970 ball knowledge.
It's 80s.
Well, I mean, 72, I thought Dan Marino won it. So, oh, yeah. Dennis, just so you know, you're making me drink on a work night. This is your fault. You
I
said
believe
some
all
crazy
week I'm
shit.
having a grand old time, dude. I'm doing
I had
Half-Life
to
and
change
donuts.
shirts because of this, Dennis.
Why did you put on a Bronco shirt because of me? What?
Because I feel safe in it, Dennis, and you made me scared.
All I'm talking is good things about the Broncos right now.
You have, and I appreciate it. You did say that they would beat. Did the algorithm say that they would beat the Cardinals?
You guys, I didn't answer that yet. We didn't come back to that. But hold on, I have the answer for you. I just have to scroll to it. Drum roll.
Drum roll.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Yeah, I ain't got a drum roll noise.
You sound like a platypus. There.
You look like a fucking platypus.
What? I said, damn, bro.
Gonna
Hello, where's the
calling
fucking...
Bolton Gary.
I'm losing my mind right now. Apologies.
All right, well, fuck it. We'll keep going. All right,
Yeah, I'll
what
get
we
to the
got?
next one.
There we go. Longest drum roll in history, ladies and gentlemen. But up next, we're going to go to the Cowboys at the Panthers. I wish Z Money was here because Z Money, I knew we were good. Cowboys win this game 30-14. Bryce Young,
I love
28
this.
passes, 19 completions. I apologize. 219 yards, 1 touchdown. Rico Dowdle continuing his fantasy football playoff push here. 25 carries, 149 yards. And then CeeDee Lamb, 9 receptions, 116 yards, 1 touchdown. Takes from this game.
I love it. I personally love it because the Cowboys know they're not making the playoffs and they are just purposely tanking their fucking draft capital. And it is hilarious.
Technically, they are still playoff eligible.
The fuck they are. They are technically, yes, but let's be real here.
I mean,
I know what you're saying, but
it's still there. What I like from this is Jalen Coker. What do you have? Five catches for 105 yards, something like that?
4 receptions for 110 and a touchdown.
He just came back after being hurt and left off exactly where he was. And so I like that they got him as undrafted, and he has performed consistently with Bryce Young. Adam Thielen didn't have a great game. Came back down to earth after having crazy games. But, I mean, this just shows you that the Panthers have a lot of work still to do.
Oh, yeah.
They've been playing everybody tough. Bryce Young has looked like a serviceable quarterback. He doesn't look lost anymore. But he
Are
still
you
needs...
willing to accept the fact that Cooper Rush is better than Bo Nix now?
You did what?
Not Bo Nix. Sorry. Dummy that's on the Giants. That was
Danny Cullins or
no.
Daniel Jones? Tommy DeVito?
Drew Lock?
Drew Lock.
Sure, I'll give you that one. Sure.
You were saying Drew Lock was going to be the savior for the Giants a couple of weeks ago.
I was joking.
No, you weren't.
1,000% joking.
I'm gonna have to go pull that VOD up now.
I mean, we can, but like 100% sarcasm. Drew Lock's not taking anybody anywhere.
You didn't say that. Yeah, I just asked 3 weeks ago. I said Drew Lock is not better than Cooper Rush, and you said yes, he is.
Well, that probably wasn't sarcasm. That was probably a genuine thought there. And to be fair, Cooper Rush isn't anything special. He just doesn't turn the ball over or tries not to.
Fair enough.
Even with the Cowboys winning, it still showed how bad they are. Like, because they didn't win in the way they should have won against the Panthers. Like, the Cowboys still have the third worst defense in the league. Only better than the Bengals and the Panthers. So,
to be fair, they won by more than the Eagles, though.
True.
Again, the Eagles. Jalen Hurts isn't as good as everyone says he is. So,
thank you. I still love him, but thank you.
But and Panthers also, like, in a similar regard to the Commanders, can play well. They just don't play consistently well, or they don't play consistently good. But sometimes they play really good.
Yep. But both teams in rebuilds. Cowboys, Dak hurt. They need a ton of help. Luckily, this running back class is deep as deep gets.
That was him. That's what he said.
You know what? I hear that he is a Super Bowl contender. I've heard it.
I actually don't think he is.
Fair enough. Sorry. That was a good one, Pete. I appreciate you for that. More than you know. Up next on the docket, this one I did get right. The underdog here, the Buccaneers at the Chargers. Chargers were favorites here. The Buccaneers got them, though. And not only got them, they handed it to them. They won 40-17. Baker Mayfield threw for 4 touchdowns on 27 passes for 288 yards. Bucky Irvin, excuse me, went nuts, 15 carries, 117 yards. And Mike
Sean
Evans.
White had a day too.
Yeah.
He split with Bucky for 15 and still had 64. I mean, averaging over 4 yards a carry. Bucky Irving obviously did way better, but not a bad stat line.
Bucky Irving's him. That's all I care about. Mike Evans, though, 9 receptions, 152 yards, 2 touchdowns. And this is all I give 2 shits about for this game is I want Mike Evans, who is a first ballot Hall of Famer in my eyes.
Yeah.
I need him to get that 1,000 yards. I need Baker to come through.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I ask you? What did I ask you Friday about this game, if you remember? I said, I know Baker Mayfield should probably win this game. I said, is he going to be able to will his team to victory enough to, just absolutely beat up on a good defense? And boy, did he fucking do it. Talk about a fucking day from Baker.
He delivered. It was beautiful.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I don't know if the Chargers defense is getting worn down over the season, but they've consistently been dropping.
No,
they started out so hot.
They're now tied for first with the Eagles and Broncos for points allowed.
So my thing is, though, I think that the Chargers are having a hard time on defense because they're not running the ball like they were the first 6 weeks of the season.
Tim Hawkins saying the Chargers defense is overrated.
I think they're overrated solely because the first half of the season they were running the ball a shit ton. They only ran the ball 11 times against the Bucs. The Bucs ran the ball quite literally 39 times.
Look, there's 2 things here. Not Cooper Kupp, the other white guy. Lad McConkey had 2 drops. Those were 2 big drops, too. He was wide open. Toniak. This game could have been completely different. It wasn't. But yes, the lack of no run game and no legitimate receivers outside of Lad McConkey is hurting this team right now. And it just shows how
Quentin Johnson.
I mean, yes. Nobody loves Quentin Johnston more than me because I traded for him in a bunch of leagues, hoping that he would do what he did this year. And he did. He's been the touchdown machine.
That's true.
And so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 7-8 targets, 3 to 4 catches, 80 yards and touchdown.
Yeah.
I'll take that any day of the week.
I can definitely see the argument of the Chargers being an overrated defense based off the amount of yards they give up still. But they do get a lot of turnovers, where I could see that where they're having a low score just through turnovers. But they do give up more yards than the next 5 teams below them in points against.
Okay. It'll be interesting. They're bend not break defense. So that's fine. But we'll see this Thursday night. We'll see if their defense is declining or not. And we will see that because the Broncos play the Colts. Or the Colts. No, the Broncos play the Chargers. But speaking of the Colts, Broncos played the Colts this last week. And this game, I'm not going to lie. I got really depressed watching this game.
Yeah.
Because, one, Anthony Richardson played better than Bo Nix, which is sad. Denver's offense just looked, they can't run the ball. They can't do anything. Cortland Sutton had a ton of drops, but Denver wins this game, and the score does not tell all here, 31-13. But before Jonathan Taylor dropped that ball and didn't score that 40-yard touchdown,
Yep.
the Colts were heading in the direction of beating the shit out of the Broncos. And so, as a Broncos fan, I'm happy we won, but I need to see better offense, and I need to see a cleaner game from Knicks.
How many
Just cleaner
interceptions? That's
cleaner game from all this. But Anthony Richardson threw the ball for 38 times. Only completed 17 of those passes, by the way. He's dog shit for 172 yards, 2 interceptions. Jonathan Taylor, 22 carries, 107 yards, and Michael Pittman, 6 receptions, 58 yards. I don't know why the Colts didn't just fucking run the ball every single play.
I don't either. I mean, literally the leading rusher for the Broncos was Bo Nix with 23 on the ground. Like, that was a terrible game. You guys were getting y'all's asses kicked for 3.5 quarters of that game.
That shit worried me, man.
That was a fucking.
Oh, I know it worried you. What'd you send in the group chat?
Oh, yeah.
The fucking, you were the only one to take the over, and we were like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah.
I said something about the Broncos.
Yeah,
oh
said,
yeah, the Broncos continue to impressively disappoint me somehow.
Yeah,
I gave him some sort of credit.
Yeah, no. I'm glad they came back and made you eat the words. That was the only good thing that came from.
So
this
am
game.
I, bro. I had money on them.
Unlike your Giants, at least the Broncos came through.
I don't have money on the Giants.
I hate betting the Broncos, dude, because you never know what the fuck you're going to get. But the Colts pretty much got nixed from the playoffs. The Chargers have to lose out. The Colts have to win to get in. Basically, the AFC is set as far as playoffs go. I don't think anything's going to change. It's just whether or not the 6, 7, or the 5, 6, and 7 seeds. That's kind of just where it's going to change. Up next, Bolton, take it away at the Patriots and the Cardinals.
I wasn't even really super impressed with this game as a Cardinals fan. I'm going to be honest. We got back to what we wanted to do, which was run with James Conner. James Conner had himself a day with 2 touchdowns and 16 carries, 110 yards. We win games when James Conner is eating. If he's not eating, we're fucked. We're going to lose. This game looked okay. I still don't like the fact that the Patriots put up 14 in the fourth quarter. I mean, we also put up 14, but this game still shouldn't have been as close as it was, I don't think, personally. And it kind of scares me that we're going to play the Falcons now, which we don't know what – or not Falcons. We're playing the Panthers this coming weekend. I'm not sure what Panthers team's going to show up. It could be this same Patriots team, or it could be the – God knows who's going to show up, Panthers that's going to be really well. Kyler did himself a day, still hasn't thrown a touchdown, or didn't throw a touchdown this week. 23 of 30, that's like 70% completion rating, 224. Really good. Trey McBride now holds the record for most receptions in a season without a touchdown. That dude just, a poor bastard. That dude literally leads the league in tight ends receiving yards, if I had to assume, and still does not have a touchdown this season.
He actually has the most receptions in a season without a touchdown. Like, he has the record now.
Yeah.
Yep, that's
poor bastard.
Utterly disrespectful. Although Kyler Murray did come out to Twitter and say that he was gonna guarantee a touchdown by the end of the season.
He did. I think another big disappointment was the fact that, granted, he's a really, really good corner. Don't get me wrong. But Christian Gonzalez completely just eliminated Marvin Harrison from the game. There were multiple deep shots that were in Marv's hands, and Christian Gonzalez managed to get, in there and break it up. Just, was just on him like glue. And, hats off to Christian Gonzalez. That dude is a fucking animal. He was an animal when he came out last year. But it just goes to show that Marvin Harrison probably can't beat top 10 corners, because I'm not sure. Christian Gonzalez is probably not top 5, but he's definitely top 10. And for him to get locked up like that is not very reassuring. That was probably the biggest takeaway from that.
Overrated. Marvin Harrison Jr. is the 3rd best receiver in his draft class. Behind 2 LSU studs. That's all I got to say.
You're just trying to rub it in or what?
Oh, well, I mean, at least you got the LSU guys.
Yeah. But, yeah, just watching that game and just seeing how he couldn't come away with completions against a really good corner. Kind of sucks.
Fair enough.
I like this game a lot because there's another one that the algo was only off by 1 point on the Patriots. The algo predicted 16-30. The
Oh,
game
well.
was 17-30.
Hmm.
So I mean, there's a
16
lot of
score to get to, so
it's touchdown and 3 field goals.
I will be betting your algorithm this week, and we will see how it goes. So
The issue is
Just
every
do
time
high
someone
confidence. Just do high confidence money
every
lines.
time someone tells me that, it fucking's like it just like that's when it has a bad week. I swear. No, there's no bad weeks. Well, actually, there are some bad weeks.
No bad weeks.
But
up next, we got the Bills and the Lions, and what was the score-a-thon, game of the week. Bills win this game 48-42. Jared Goff, 59 passing attempts, completed 38 of them for 494 yards and 5 touchdowns. James Cook continued to do his thing, 14 carries, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 14 receptions, 193 yards, 1 touchdown. This game, if you just hate defense, was beautiful.
Yeah.
Scoring. Bolton, what scares you about this?
I don't know what is more scary. The Lions' ability to have grit and make this a game when they were getting their ass kicked, hit an onside kick with 12 minutes to go, and they took it all the way down to the 20-yard line before he got tackled. Or the fact that their defense is the opposite of scary and very scary bad because everybody is fucking injured.
Yeah.
I don't know what to take away from this. The Bills are the Bills. The Bills are a wagon right now. The Lions are still a wagon. This is only their second loss on the season. Like, this is a very good Lions team. The Lions worry me. I still think that this is going to be a Super Bowl rematch. And typically when you see Super Bowl rematches, it flip-flops from whatever the regular season happened. But the Lions have to figure something out on defense.
Yeah.
the Lions lost that. That definitely is what. Oh, that onside kick at 12 minutes had me fucking punching my pillow, brother. Dude, I was pissed. I was like,
That's the pillow with the hole in it.
anyway. Like especially
okay now.
Like if you watch that game to the end, like they so would have still been in it had they not onside kicked it for that touchdown. They so could have still been in it.
I mean, we have no idea. We have no idea what would happen. Pete over here says the Bills are winning the Super Bowl. Not a hot take. Yes, no. Right now, to me, the Bills are the best team in football. It's not close. And then it goes the Eagles, Lions, and then it doesn't matter after that.
Like it.
Huh?
Chiefs are in that.
Chiefs are not in it, Bolton.
You take
Chiefs are getting first round out.
I'm not going into Arrowhead in the playoffs and expecting to come out with a win. It doesn't matter who in the fuck's playing. It's the Chiefs.
Chiefs are getting first round bounce there. Fucking frauds.
I will put money on it that does not happen right now. I'll jersey bet
money
you right
line
now.
on whoever's playing the Chiefs.
I will jersey bet you right now.
Fuck no.
Why not? You don't even know who they're going to play.
Money line on it. So I'm getting money line odds.
But you're getting a jersey.
Yeah, no, that's a 1-for-1 swap there, bud. That's a fucking even money bet.
What if the Chiefs are underdogs?
They're not going to be underdogs. They're going to be the 2 seed.
Oh, they're not underdogs? Why? Oh, that's because they're either the 1 or the 2 seed playing in Arrowhead. Oh, that's right. Oh.
The Chiefs do not scare me. I want to play Houston first, Chiefs second, Steelers third.
You do realize there's a really good shot you get stuck playing the Chiefs in Arrowhead as your first game.
I'm not scared. We should have beat them at Arrowhead. They blocked the field goal.
Well, get a better field goal unit. I don't know.
This motherfucker. This guy.
He's got a point. If you had a better field goal unit, that didn't get blocked.
Yeah.
You said some crazy things. I've been there for some of them. I haven't been. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
The Chiefs are not a top tier team right now.
They are not a top tier team by any standard.
Okay, we shall see.
I hardly argue that they're actually a playoff tier.
Look, boom. All their games have essentially been one-score games.
You forget Hollywood Brown's coming back like now.
Oh my God! When is he? Oh yeah, he's never been good. You're talking Mr. Brickhands.
No, I'm not talking Mr. Brickhands.
You're
I'm talking
Mr.
Mr.
got
4G
traded from the
speed.
Ravens because he couldn't catch when Lamar actually got a ball to his receivers.
He caught all of Kyler Murray's balls just fine.
Wow, that's crazy because he
was probably on Madden.
Yeah, and did nothing. He's been irrelevant. He's been irrelevant for years.
4-2 speed, that's all I'm saying. You think they don't have a fucking couple of deep bombs called up for him?
They have Xavier Worthy for 2-speed. Look how that's going.
Yeah, but now put both of them on the fucking field.
Actually, to be fair, Worthy he's been consistent. He hasn't been bad.
And he made a really good play against the Browns where like Mahomes was running for his fucking life and it was like a 30-yard play and he came back for a comeback route. That was
he has the rice arc right now. He started out shit, everybody shits on him, and he's starting to get better and better and better.
I mean, he's learning to figure out where to be when Mahomes is running for his life.
Mahomes likes. I don't hate that take. Dennis, your face said something.
Well, you're a little hopeful for him, but no, I agree. He's definitely doing work, and
yeah,
I agree with most of
all that shit.
I agree with the message, not the comparison.
But. That's weird. Looked like he had a different thought there. Just fucking. Up next, we got the Steelers at the Eagles, and this game was, everything I wanted it to be. Eagles won this game 27-13. Jalen Hurts, man, after everybody said, cut it, bench him. He's the fucking worst quarterback I've ever seen in my fucking life. 32 times he passed the ball. 25 completions, 290 yards, 2 touchdowns. Barkley did not have a great game. 19 carries, 65 yards. And then A.J. Brown, him and Jalen Hurts, they just said, okay, we gotta prove to the world that we don't hate each other. 8 receptions, 110 yards.
We called it to a T on Friday. As a collective on Friday, we said, A.J. Brown's going to get 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, you picked St. Brown. Yeah, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Jalen Hurts still and all that. He had a good game. Congrats. He had a good game against a good defense. Congrats. That's like 1 out of 5 good defenses.
That's what you want, are good games with good defenses. That's what you want.
Yeah, but it's the first time in like 5 good defenses. It's the
first. He didn't play the fucking Panthers. He played the fucking Steelers.
Are we listening to the word? Yeah, the last 4 fucking good defenses he played, he throws like 3 interceptions. If he plays a comparable defense, he's bad. Besides this one,
show me the Carfax. Top 10 defenses. That is.
Show me the Carfax.
Even just the fucking
look it up.
The Buccaneers. He played the Buccaneers and threw 3 interceptions.
Oh, okay. You said good defenses and 3 interceptions. Show me the Carfax. Top 10 defenses that he's played this year.
I'm gonna be honest, he really hasn't.
While we talk about that,
I want to talk. Oh, we played the Browns and did not throw any interceptions.
The Browns.
Bull, let me have a moment.
Oh, my bad. Sorry, I'm shut up.
No, you're good. You're good. I want to take a moment here. Russell Wilson, 22 passes, 14 completions, 128 yards. Fuck you, Russell Wilson. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Well, you'll be still paying for his ass next year. So
I don't care. I have 0 cares in the world.
I don't really even think that this game was revolved around Philly's offense as much as it was absolutely stopping the run that the Eagles had against Najee Harris and Jalen Warren. Between the two of them, they only ran 10 times for 26 yards.
Ooh, I do have this question. And, Pete, I want you to answer it as well, boys. Would the Bears be a playoff team with Justin Fields? Y'all debate it.
No. I don't think so. I know the argument is that Justin Fields – I understand the argument is that Justin Fields never had anybody to throw the ball to, but –
he's still just as inexperienced.
Yeah, and he's just like – look at what Darnell Mooney did in the beginning of the season before Kirk Cousins decided that he wasn't going to throw touchdowns anymore. But look at what Darnell Mooney has been able to do in his career when somebody can get him the ball versus him with Justin Fields at quarterback where he has like 10 overthrown balls in a season where it's just like, dude, this guy's wide open. They can't hit him. I don't think the Bears are Super Bowl contenders with Justin Fields, but I do think there are better weapons, but I don't think Justin Fields can get them the ball. And I think it really still comes down to coaching. Matt Eberflus needed to be gone a while ago. The other head coaches ahead of that were also fucking terrible. I say no.
No.
Okay.
Just the Eagles, brother. What's
Yeah.
that to do with Jalen Hurts?
Offense
There's
has the ball
good
better.
play calling.
Jalen Hurts, good play calling.
No, I said, what does that have to do with me shitting on Jalen Hurts? I'm not shitting on the Eagles' offense. I'm shitting on Jalen Hurts because he hasn't played fucking more than like any top 10 defenses.
Okay,
Well,
and how many
besides the Steelers.
games has he had?
He's played 2 top 10 defenses in the Browns and then now the Steelers. That's it. The rest of these
Browns?
defenses are terrible. I'm looking. The only team, right? So week 1 was Packers. They're not good.
The
Falcons
Browns are not a top 10 defense either.
should be. That front four is scary as hell.
They should be, but statistics like performance
Should
name
be, but
maybe.
not. Pete, look, same offensive scheme, same offensive line. Here's the difference: is Justin Fields isn't going to try and dance around like Caleb Williams is doing. When y'all won those games, Caleb Williams was read, take off. He doesn't want to run. He wants to play hero ball. He doesn't want to live to fight another down. He wants to throw a home run ball.
That was his
And
number
until he
one
gets that
thing
fixed-
coming out of the draft, though, was like he can't do that.
No, exactly. Until he gets that fixed, the Bears are useless. They are not going to ever win, Pete. And I want the Bears to win solely based off of you. That's it. But that was weird. But it was mostly passing on that drive. But
I said he had one good game against a good defense for once.
whoa.
To be fair, that's probably the best defense he's played all year.
It is.
Did well. And
And
the
he's
other
done
teams
bad
that have
against
a
a lot of
decent
worse
defense, like
defense.
the Bucks, he lost to.
And
The Falcons don't have a good defense, but they lost to the Falcons.
Okay, fair enough. On to the last 3. Here we go. We got the Packers at the Seahawks here. And this game, I'm excited for because of what happened in this game, but at the same time, not excited.
Fucking pissed.
The Packers won this game 30-13. Jordan Love threw the ball 27 times, completed 20 passes for 229 yards, 2 touchdowns. Josh Jacobs doing his bell cow thing, 26 carries, 94 yards, 1 touchdown. JSN continues to impress, 10 receptions, 83 yards. Geno Smith went down. Has there been any news on what that looks like? What his injury is?
He's a full participant in practice today. He's good to go.
Okay, damn it. I was really hoping Sam Howell was going to be out there.
No, yeah, fuck. Dude, no, the Seahawks are fucked if Sam Howell's out there. No, I'm pissed about this game personally because the Seahawks looked like complete dog shit after they got first in the NFC West. They looked really good for 3 fucking weeks, and then they come out and lay an egg to this Packers team. And I don't think, granted, the Packers are good. Yes, don't get me wrong. I don't think they're really good. I think they're good. But for the Seahawks to come out here and look the way that they did and lay an egg bothers the hell out of me because, like, fuck, dude. Like, it makes the Cardinals look worse than what they are solely because of the Seahawks coming out here and just shit in the bed.
Hey, will somebody tell me who the interception leaders are right now? Top 5 interception leaders?
Person
in
or
the
team?
NFL?
Person or team?
Like, person in the NFL.
All right, I got you.
Me and Hawkins go back on this that I think Jordan Love is a mid quarterback. He is Trevor Lawrence to me. He is
You want people that get interceptions or people that throw interceptions?
throw.
Oh, okay.
Like who has top 5 quarterbacks with the most interceptions this year?
Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins 1,
Okay.
Baker Mayfield 2,
Okay.
Geno Smith 3,
Okay.
Winston 4,
Okay.
Will Levis tied for 4. You want to know who 5 is? This is a fun one.
Who?
Patrick Mahomes. 6 is another fun one. Sam Darnold.
but these are all tied.
Yeah. Patrick
There's a
Mahomes,
five-way
Sam
tie for
Darnold,
5th.
Jordan Love, Bo Nix, Anthony Richardson all have 11 picks on the season, all tied for 5th.
Bo Nix does not have 11 picks, does he?
He does.
Oh, fuck. Oof. That's rough. So there you go, Hawkins. Congratulations. Jordan Love, who you paid $50 fucking million for, has the same interceptions as rookie Bo Nix.
And Patrick Mahomes.
Congratulations.
Well, they also have
Congratulations on
thrown.
him having
They've
one game
actually
with no
thrown for the
interceptions.
same amount of yards. Jordan Love has thrown for 29.53. Bo Nix 29.72.
Mhm.
Crazy.
What's their touchdowns?
Jordan Love 23. Bo Nix 20.
Okay, and I know Bo Nix has a bunch of rushing touchdowns and a receiving touchdown. So, Jordan Love is
Did
equivalent
sneak
to
that one
Bo
in there.
Nix, is what I'm hearing right now.
Pretty close. And well, you also got to think. Jordan Love missed 2 games though. He missed 2 games.
Oh, he missed 2 games. Oh, thank you, Bolt, for bringing that to attention to the group here. Tim Hawkins, I stand my fucking ground that Jordan Love is mid. And you're not going to move me off this hill.
I don't
He's
think
at
that's
the
all.
bottom
I
of
think
the
that's a
list.
hard hill to hold.
No, not at all. But this man will die on this. He'll die on the opposite hill saying Jordan Love is elite. But the Packers play good defense and they run the ball. They have playmakers everywhere. Oh, I'm sorry, my rookie quarterback is doing the same shit fucking the Jordan Love's doing in what, his 6th year in the league?
I mean, yes.
And yes, you put Bo Nix on the fucking Packers right now, they're Super Bowl contenders. Bo Nix has no supporting cast right now. I made Bolton leave. No, he had to go take care of some business real quick. I don't know. I'll die on that hill, Hawkins. You're not going to move me off of that one.
Yeah, I mean, Love's just shown little to no growth.
He
in the
had
past
one
few
good
years.
year. One good year. That's it. Like, I don't believe in paying somebody that money for one good year. Just like Trevor Lawrence. You can, like, I think the NFL, this is my probably hot take of the day here. You should not pay average quarterbacks elite money.
Ooh.
You should just go try and get another. You should always be loading up in the draft on quarterbacks until you find one that elevates your players. And I think the NFL has forgotten about that. They've gone from making it advanced offenses and they've dumbed everything down to college levels for their quarterbacks.
Hey, Brady.
What?
Didn't Brady just say all this?
No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I said, didn't Brady just have a whole speech about this on live air once?
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
did he?
definitely a comedian stealing other comedians' jokes. It's happening.
Am I really? I don't even know
there's
what
like a
y'all are talking
whole
about.
10-minute segment of Brady saying exactly everything you're saying.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Don't worry, he'll be copywriting this pod, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pot's
I'm gonna get
hold
sued by
that
Tom Brady.
going down now, buddy.
Yeah.
On today's episode of Why We Got Canceled, Tom Brady.
Out here stealing Tom Brady's fucking quotes.
No, but it's so true.
Oh yeah,
Like,
no,
even
definitely.
I don't know what you're talking about, but if he's saying what I'm saying, it's the first time I've liked Tom Brady in my life. So, but they are dumbing it down.
Yeah, of course.
Look what Drew Brees was. Look what Aaron Rodgers is. Look what Tom Brady, Peyton Manning. Those quarterbacks understood the game.
Yeah.
They were geniuses, and they perfected their craft with the mind. They weren't elite.
Well,
like,
the reason that this is happening is because of the turnover rate of coaches and quarterbacks when you do not first succeed. Right? When you draft somebody in the first round, you want them to start immediately. They're not going to know the fucking defenses immediately. So they're like, and the coach is sitting there like, oh shit, if this dude doesn't do well, I'm fucking gone. I'm trying to feed my fucking family too. Let me just tell them, hey, this is where you should be looking. This is where you should be looking. Figure that out, and then they're just like, "Fuck it, get out there, win 9 games." We're
You're
not
telling
creating
me
another fucking Tom Brady because of the turnover rate of coaches and quarterbacks.
you're telling me you pay millions and millions of dollars for these guys, and all they get to do is play this game, and you can't sit down there with your quarterback
You can try.
and be like, "Hey, when you see this,
Well,
this is what you're gonna do. When you
You
see
can
this is what you're
try.
gonna do."
There's not a
there's so
guarantee
much.
that they're going to figure it out, and when they
These quarterback.
don't, who's on the fucking chopping block? Not the quarterback making 40 million a fucking year or on his rookie contract. It's the fucking head coach making 10 million a year. That dude's the first one to go. So he's
The
like,
biggest
fuck that.
difference is that these quarterbacks aren't getting drafted than sitting behind a veteran quarterback that's actually like doing well and learning, because there's so much more, like there's so much more to learning that you can't learn while you're playing a game, right? Or you can learn very little, but we can watch someone run those plays and how they actually work out in game time scenario, because playing your scout team defense only does so much. Game time scenarios, like there's so much to learn by watching than before you're playing, because when you're playing then you're reinforcing bad habits, but just watching a veteran quarterback make those reads, make those decisions is something that is not happening right now in the league, because there are
But, like,
no.
you're just proving my point here of look what happened when Bryce Young sat behind Dalton for those few games. Look what happened when Joe Flacco went out there. And then, I mean, hey, he has
I don't
Anthony
think you're
Richardson.
learning much in a couple of weeks. I think it's just to get their confidence right.
No, I think it is because they are coming in here not knowing what the fuck they're supposed to do. And that's it. Like,
Like I said, offenses are not what they used to be because coaches are afraid to get fired.
I don't think if you're
The
a
qu-
fucking NFL coach and you have confidence issues like that, I don't want you coaching my team.
How many head coaches or how many teams get new head coaches a year? It's anywhere from 8 to 11 every year.
I don't think it's that high.
Here, I will show
Probably
you.
like I would say like 5 to 8.
the quarterbacks are getting rushed into the league, rushed into playing way faster than they were in seasons prior.
Tim Hawkins is proving my point here. Congratulations. Then sit behind somebody and learn the complexities and or be a student of the game like I just said earlier.
You can't just like read everything. Like you have to experience it, but when you have to watch it like in real game time. But when you have to play, you're not able to fully absorb everything that's happened. You're just focusing on what you need to do.
Look, and I'll even do this. Peyton Manning he has the record for interceptions by a rookie.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, like,
We all agree. I'm just telling you that it's not happening because coaches are afraid to get fired. There were 8 new head coaches this year, and there's going to be 8 to 9 this coming year. And then
that's
you
fine.
factor in there are 8 head coaches that are untouchable, right? When you think about Harbaugh and the Ravens and Andy Reid and Dan Campbell. So you've got 2 years to figure your shit out.
You should have 3. Every coach should have 3.
It's just not that way. I mean, look at
If
the
you
Panthers.
have if you get 3 years, which is pretty much what everybody gets, unless you just fucking suck. Even the Browns guy who didn't win a single game got 3 years.
The thing is, instead of what they used to do, is that even if we had like even if they had a bad quarterback, okay, they drafted their next hopeful quarterback and made him sit behind him for a season. Even if he was like a little bit better than him now, but to get the veteran like just wisdom and watch how these plays should be read, to watch his mistakes through a game. Instead, now these coaches are drafting this quarterback. Okay, you're playing, fix my team.
Yep. And
Fair
like this
enough.
says that they come in unprepared. Yeah.
The-
Look at Aaron
they're
Rodgers.
playing
Aaron Rodgers
unprepared.
sat for 4
That's
years
on the
before
quarterback.
he played. Aaron Rodgers sat for 4 years. He was a first-round draft pick, and nobody batted an eye. They were like, "Oh yeah,
Jordan Love did the same thing.
I know." And look how they're doing.
Yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But franchises don't like to do that if they're not a well-established franchise. There are poverty franchises. The Cardinals are a poverty franchise. If we get rid of Kyler, the next dude we draft is fucking starting immediately. Look at the fucking, the Panthers and all of the Giants. It doesn't matter. The Giants are going to throw Shador Sanders out there day one. There's no fucking bridge quarterback for a lot of these teams because they don't believe in it. and it's hurting the NFL. Yes, we'll never get another Tom Brady or a Peyton Manning that's going to be able to read these defenses, but it's not
That's
going to
not true at
happen.
all.
I guarantee you right now, wherever Shador goes, he's starting day one.
No, that's fine. But you said we were not going to get Tom Brady's and Peyton Manning's students of the game. We have students of the game. Matthew Stafford, student of the game.
Matthew Stafford is like 4 years younger than Tom Brady.
Yes. First of all, he's a lot younger than Tom Brady.
I don't really
I
think
think
so.
it's like 6, 7, 8 years, something like that.
Probably somewhere
Yeah.
close to that.
That's an insane. But like, yes, Matthew Stafford, he's the old head. Yes. Aaron Rodgers, old head. Yes. But look at this. Andy Dalton's still playing in this league. You want to know why? Because quarterbacks aren't asked to do a shit ton anymore.
Yeah.
Andy Dalton is the scale of where you need to get a new quarterback.
Yes, no, he is your mid quarterback. And look, I get it. You want to win. You want to throw that person in there. At that point, we're blaming organizations then. We're blaming GMs, owners, and
Yes.
yeah, that's fine. Then get better at your fucking jobs.
They're trying to make money now. They don't give a fuck.
You're always going to make money. The NFL ain't going anywhere.
Yeah, but they want more money now. They get greedy.
You don't get more money now if
You're
don't
preaching to
fucking-
somebody that doesn't even clear $100,000 a year. What do you want from me? I'm not a
I want a
billionaire.
GM job, Bolton. That's what I fucking want, okay? Give me the fucking job. Actually,
Okay.
I'll take a scouting job. Just give me a scouting job. Let me go watch fucking college football games, do analysis, and do that shit.
Yeah. I don't even get paid to be on this fucking podcast with you, let alone be in charge of millions of dollars. That'd be so cool.
You'd be fucking dope. I mean, just look at the Giants guy on fucking Hard Knocks. The Giants, the
Yeah.
GM, his kid was smarter than him.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
Draft
also a
Jake
dickhead.
Daniels.
But getting a GM job is probably harder than getting a head coaching job in the NFL. All of the GMs somehow grow up in that realm, and you only hire GMs that are assistant GMs that were assistant GMs before. Like it's such a small pool of like people to pull from.
Well, to be fair, Mayfield had it figured out. He just had that shoulder injury that he played through the entire season where he had a terrible year.
Yeah.
And then once that got healed, congratulations. And then he went to Arizona on zero fucking knowledge. Or he went to LA, my bad. Sorry, the
We went
Rams.
to Panthers, then LA.
Yeah, no, he went from the Panthers to LA and beat the shit out of the Broncos. And that's why I hate Baker Mayfield, like legitimately.
But once again, why'd the Panthers throw him out there? Because it's a terrible organization. They're like, oh, you're going to figure this out immediately. And he's like, dude, I don't even know your playbook. And he loses. They throw Sam Darnold out there. He loses. And they just keep losing. And then he gets traded and they think he's a bad quarterback.
Dude, hear me out. You want to know what team would scare the shit out of me? A Mike Vrabel ran Giants team with Ben Johnson at offensive coordinator.
Not going to happen. Ben Johnson's
Oh, it's not going to
a
happen.
head coaching job.
I don't want Ben Johnson to be a head coach because he's such a fantastic offensive coordinator.
It's typically how it goes. I mean,
But like, I'll take Ben Johnson. If Ben Johnson goes to the Giants and Shador goes there,
Bro,
with what the Giants have at pieces
need-
right
get this draft class for the quarterback. These quarterbacks this is not a good quarterback draft class.
yeah, but imagine
didn't
trying
I
to
say that,
tank
Brian?
enough. There's
Didn't
going
I
to be
say
a 1 or
build up
2
the
win
offensive
team
line?
next year.
Huh?
Y'all should have kept Daniel Jones.
Honestly, keep Danny
Then
Dimes, use him
draft
again next
Shador.
year for all the line, and then go get fucking Arch Manning.
No, I've seen there are talks about us trading for a bridge quarterback and actually drafting some weapons or drafting some more like weapons this draft, and then next draft shooting for the quarterback.
Okay. We have 2 more games to go over, and we are at an hour and a half. So let's
Yeah, we gotta hurry
get
this
these-
up.
I know Pete's been waiting this entire time for the Bears Vikings here. Yes, the Vikings beat the Bears 30-12. Sam Darnold threw 40 times for 231 yards, 1 touchdown. Aaron Jones, 18 carries, 86 yards, 1 touchdown. Keenan Allen had some drops, 6 receptions, 82 yards, 1 touchdown. And my takeaway from this is Caleb Williams needs somebody to sit him the fuck down. And I've probably said the F word more in this podcast than all the podcasts together. So I do apologize for anybody watching. Caleb Williams needs somebody to yell at him.
Good luck.
Like, give me Mike
The
Vrabel
interim
to the
head coach
Bears.
is not going to yell at him. The interim head coach is also trying to figure out what's going to feed his family next year because it sure is fucking going to be with the Bears.
Ain't that the truth?
My big takeaway from this game, the Bears, like, they got all their shit late. I like DeAndre Swift. He had 4.2 average, right? He carried the ball 19 times. That was not terrible. I'd like a little more completions out of Caleb Williams, but kind of some of that kind of comes with Keenan Allen. But the big takeaway here for the Vikings is that their fucking trio is online, and that is scary, right? When I'm talking trio, I'm talking Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. All of them had 5+ receptions, all above 50 yards. When you have all three of them online, you are screwed as a defense because they are going to break you down as a defense and hit every section of the field with one of the three dudes, and it's just hard to defend.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Vikings are
Maddie's on.
Yeah, and I'm closing the door now. The fucking dogs are gone. Thank God.
Stepping it up a bit. Like those, even though I was against the Bears, but they played well and showed just high level of play, even against a lower level team. Yeah, I mean, it.
Spit it out.
I don't
Come
have
on,
like
girl.
fancy stats for this. I'm just saying that the Vikings are showing just like consistently high level play.
Yeah.
Just breaking down these good defenses because the Bears have been having a good defense all season.
Yeah.
And from the last time they played, the Vikings are just figuring out good defenses and using all of their weapons to just piece them apart.
And Jalen Johnson is this year, and I'm not talking every corner in the league of all time. I'm talking this year. Jalen Johnson is a top 5 corner.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think anybody's arguing that.
Yeah, and they still just were able to, just figure out a way to kind of just get around him, which is scary. And then the Vikings defense, everybody sleeps on them. Like, they're doing incredibly well too. Like, while we're at it, like, they are playing a really good. There's not very many big name people on the defense. I personally love Byron Murphy III just because he was a Cardinal and we let him go. He's playing really well. You have Harrison Smith's old ass who's coming. But I still think, these Vikings seem scary.
Viking team is scary. They can play with anybody, so they make a scary team. And Pete, I'm sorry. Like you said, the whole team is broken. I don't know what to think anymore with this team for owners, front office, coaches, players. Yeah, y'all need an identity, and you don't have an identity. And that's pretty much all I got. But last on the docket, we have the Falcons at the Raiders here, ladies and gentlemen. And this game was, as advertised, shit on shit. Falcons won 15-9. Desmond Ridder was your leading passer here with 208 yards on 39 attempts, 1 touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 22 carries, 125 yards. He had a decent game, no touchdowns though. And Jonathan Myers?
What are you talking about? Oh, sorry.
I can't remember Myers' first name. But 5 receptions, 59 yards. He's been consistent. He is a solid wide receiver too.
Talking about Jacoby Myers. How the fuck do you not remember Jacoby Myers?
Dude, it is Jacoby Myers. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude.
This is like the second week in 4 weeks that you've done this.
Yeah. He's a Raider, so honestly, he's dead to me. So
also, it's spelled with an I.
It is. But it is Penix time, and I'm very excited about that. Kirk Cousins, sorry, buddy. I don't know what the fuck's going on in your head. You have all the talent around you, and you have just not performed.
He's just collapsing internally.
Degens, you have anything?
No, I didn't watch much of this game, not gonna lie. But Kirk Cousins has fallen. It's kind of sad to see.
Damn,
But
come on.
I don't know. I think Penix got some time to sit behind him, though. Like I was saying, he definitely got some knowledge, and it'd be cool to see him step it up with this team because they've got potential for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I
It'll be-
personally think the best thing you can do with Penix is just tell them, like, hey, man, fucking heave it. And just see if they can't just, get a fun offense going where it's downfield.
You have a 6'5" tight end. You have wait, he's 6'6", isn't he? Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, 6'6", 200,
6'5",
220. I think
Drake
6'5".
London. You have a run game in Bijan. And then you have Darnell Mooney who gets open.
Ooh. As soon as you start heaving it downfield, Bijan's gonna have the time of his life.
Yeah.
And then
And-
you just heave it downfield more, and then you run it more. Like it's a lethal move.
Okay, since our betting show is until Friday, boys, I'm going to ask you this question here. Who wins Thursday Night Football, Broncos Chargers?
Well, I'll give you my answer.
Where's it at?
What? You know what? It's I don't know.
Here, let me
I
pull
feel
it
like
up.
I should know
Are
that.
you ready for the algo answer for Broncos Chargers?
What is the algo answer
16
Chargers.
at the Chargers?
16-13.
I'm going
Broncos.
Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
16-13. Who?
Broncos.
Broncos. The Chargers are 3-point favorites. The over-under is 41.5. I do love the over on this, but that's just me personally.
No.
I love Broncos money line and the over.
I'm slamming the under.
Yeah, I'm slamming the under to begin.
These are
I
two
don't.
very
I don't think
defensive
either
teams.
team gets
These
in
are
the
two very
fucking
defensive
20s.
teams.
I don't think either team gets in the 20s. Just because it's at the Chargers and it's a divisional game, give me the Chargers.
True. Okay. Boys, it was a hell of a long show.
Yeah,
Good
do you want
true.
the Broncos Cardinals score if they played?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. If the Broncos and Cardinals played week 16 with their current stats, it would be Broncos 24, Cardinals 15.
Ah, fuck. I don't like it. Why'd you have to end on that? Why couldn't you fucking said that
Liked it.
earlier?
Loved
There's
it.
a lot of Broncos defense there. So
Oh,
take
yeah.
that as you will.
It's always been a lot of Broncos defense. But thanks, everybody that spent the last hour and 40 minutes watching us bullshit. We love it. This is the BSing Sports Bets NFL recap, part of the BS Network, where we do a little bit of BS and we talk a whole lot of sports. Peace out, guys.